yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Out of the darkness you called me into your light. Give me the grace to praise you. You said no weapon fashioned against me will ever prosper, 'cause you were here beside me. You said out of my belly will flow the waters of life, 'cause you were here beside me. You said out of my belly will flow the waters of life, 'cause you were here. You give me that joy unspeakable.
Welcome once again. My name is Toludavids, and I welcome you to the Meet the Toludavids show. Like I said, this series is a special one because we will be focusing more on the election coming up in Nigeria on February. That should be, if I'm right, on the 16th. And I have with me some young chap who have not just tasted the struggle in Nigeria. They also know what it's like living in America, in the UK, in Dubai, and you can name them all. These guys are into entertainment. They know what their expectation is when it comes to entertainment. And firstly, I'll be introducing someone who's been singing even before before he knows how to walk. Welcome on stage with me, Ayodeji, also known as Diamond Z. Welcome, bro. Yes, sir. Also with us is a radio presenter, well known in the UK. His name is Oluwaseyi John, also known as Posh P. He does not like me using what the P is for, but I will do that. He's Posh Pastor. He likes it, or yes, we'll call him Pastor. All right, going straight into our discussion. Sheyi, I quickly want to ask you this question. After we posted the previous video, a younger brother of mine made a comment about Omoyele Sowore taking his. He said he should not relax, he should continue, but they want to give the next 4 years of their life to, I guess, Buhari or so, either Buhari or Atiku. I can't recall which of them he mentioned, but yes. And I was like, we over here, we know what it's like, and we know what your life should look like as a citizen of a country that is called the giant of Africa, but we've been living like ants in Africa. Yeah, so it's like with his comments and some other people I've discussed with, it's like the young ones it's like they are so much used to the suffering in Nigeria, and it's kind of got me confused. What do you think could be the cause of?
Thank you. I really appreciate being on your show. It's a pleasure. Thank you very much. I think concerning that, what you're talking about, it's actually a psychological thing. Because growing up, we've been told we're the leaders of tomorrow. But 30 years after, because I'm in my mid-30s, and we are still not there. So they now come to a stage where we'll be like, well, we won't be there. Let's just leave it for them.
Let's just continue. It's like when they call us the leaders of tomorrow, it's like they're telling us you can never be leaders, because according to their own leaders of tomorrow will never come.
Will never come. Thank you.
And it's like my younger ones now are still saying, don't worry, we'll live today to them and we'll take it tomorrow.
Like I said, it's psychological. It's an irony for us now, because it'll be like, oh, tomorrow. But tomorrow has never arrived. And it's really sad, because I think I'm not actually campaigning for anyone.
Okay.
But having said that, I think it's high time the power changes, where the youth, I mean, for sure, it's not actually Omoyele. It's not a young man. It's not like he's old, and it's not like he's young. It's in between. But talking of the people that have been there for the past how many years? 30-something years. In the 70s, these people has been ruling,
since
and it's just a recycle.
Right.
It's a recycle. So these things needs to be changed, which is why I think we should give someone like Omoyele a chance. At least we see something else.
Yeah, sure. Talking about the people in power. Recently, they had is it a conference or a campaign, whatever it is, it's called, in Lagos, and we saw the video of violence, and I'm talking about the ruling party right now. Yeah, and if I can remember, when they were coming in the about 4 years ago, they were promising us security. Don't worry, we'll overcome all these terrorists and all that. We'll overcome them for you, and you live in peace. But looking at what's occurred in their own campaign, whatever, you still think we can put our lives in their hands? Like, are you going to be relaxed, you sending your children to school, and okay, don't worry, she's gone to school, or he or she has gone to school, and they'll come back home peacefully? Do you think you can do that with them in power?
Based on that, seriously, I don't think we can trust people like that with our security. You know what I mean? And I believe it's high time for people to take action. You know, like I always say, if your actions doesn't match your word, there's no credibility in that. You know what I mean? So I believe this is, if you can actually protect your people that came for your rally, how many people is that? We're talking about 10, 15,000 people. What do you want to tell? How do you want to convince me you can protect the whole country? You know what I mean? So there's been a lot of failed promises. I think it's high tea, you know what I mean, right?
It's like every time. Every
Exactly.
4 years you do this again.
Exactly. There's
Repeating the same
there's
process
nothing
every 4 years.
exactly. There's nothing different. There's no changes. So to me, I feel it's high time for people to vote for somebody like Omoyele, Omoyele Sowore. You know what I mean? Because those are the people that has good intention for the people. You know, they if you listen to his words, you know these are the people that have the right goals, that have the vision. You know, like Sheyi said, it's not that young, it's not that old, it's in between. And you know, let's give him a try. Even if he's not going to do anything, but at least we still try. You know what I mean? So I don't think we should still be able to put our trust in these
People who have been tested and who have failed woefully.
Failed us
You know,
so many times.
So to me, I would say we should give this guy a try. I don't know him, and I've never met him. You know what I mean?
Same here.
And that's the way it should be. I'm a true Nigerian, and I support whatever that's going to lift Nigeria up. I support whatever that's going to make the country go forward.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, talking about the aspirants, or they're no more aspirants now, they're now contestants who are actually contesting for this presidential position in our country, Nigeria. We've listened to so many words from Omoyele Sowore in meeting with people on the road, in going to town halls, in going different places to royalties and all that, traveling to the United States, Australia, letting people know of his intentions. But I still can't say this is where I have, this is a video of President Buhari I have seen that where he's talking about what he's about to do, or what he intends doing, or what he has done, or talking about Article 2. It's like, are these guys hiding?
So, well.
Because I really don't know what their intentions are.
Yeah. Another thing we need to factor, and that's another thing. That's another issue we need to solve, because take America for example. If there's going to be, before any presidential election, there's going to be a debate. People want to know your agenda. People want to hear what you're going to do. 4 years is not a joke.
No, sir.
Exactly. There's supposed to be a manifesto. 4 years is not a joke. You know what I mean? But it feels like we've taken it for granted. Like, people don't even vote. How many people go out and vote? And we'll go out of the street and we keep shouting, well, there's no change. What part have you done? You know what I mean?
But you won't say it's their fault, because people who have experienced election in Nigeria, knowing who won in your area, who asking questions around, and you doing your findings, and you realize that, oh, you won, but by the time the declaration is made, it's given to someone else. So I guess that is what is actually discouraging them from going to vote anymore. But even at that, I know they are supposed to take their stand, because it is your country, it is your right, it is your duty to vote the man of your choice. But talking about voices now, I know you sing, you must have met with some celebrities, same with you must have met with some celebrities, but is it not amazing? Or should I say it is because of the experience of Two-Face? You know, there was a time Two-Face was wanting to come out, and everybody was rallying around him, and all of a sudden he went.
Died down, yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Should I say that is the reason why we are yet to see all these celebrities making their voice known about who they are voting for, or should we say they are waiting for the right bidder, the highest bidder, someone who will pay them more? Because I am really confused. Because I've seen, I follow Omoyele show to some extent. I've seen African China. I've seen this guy, Duncan Mighty. I've seen some people. I've seen Seun Kuti coming up and declaring that they are going with Omoyele. Yeah, going with. I'm not saying they should go with Omoyele Sowore. Where do they stand? Because it's really amazing that they are all laying low.
Yeah, I truly understand where you're coming from. But this is another thing I would like you to know. I mean, from my own perspective, it is not everybody that can, just decide to talk about politics. It's another ball game, different entirely. It's different from, even if you're an artist. For you talking about politics, a lot of people might think maybe you're trying to support somebody. But for you to explain, you can explain to the whole world what you're trying to do, who you're trying to support or not.
Last time, sorry to cut you. Last time, I can remember a lot of people stood behind Buhari. So some of the celebrities stood behind Buhari, and some also stood with Jonathan. So now, Shay, do you think the decision not to make their stand known now, because we're about a month to go to this election, do you think what they're doing right now, do you think it's okay, or do you think they need to stand up and let the people know, their fans?
I think the celebrity is kind of it's a bit delicate, because you have to be very careful, because this is what you do for a living. This is how you make your ends meet. You have fans that are supporting you. So when you go to one side, if you go strong, there's a chance you're losing some of your audience. And so these people have to be very, very careful of who they are supporting. I think that's why they are kind of laid back this year, because before we used to see them coming out and saying this and saying that. But I think everybody is now, okay, now we've tried Atiku before. We've tried Buhari before. So should we go back and say the same thing to these people again? And then they will fail us. And that is on because now their reputation is actually on the line. So that's why everybody is kind of trying to get the balance of where to stand. I think that's more reason why the celebrities are not coming out really, really much this year, because it's a gray area for me. I would say. I mean, I'm not a celebrity, so but I can imagine if I say, okay, my fans, let's do this, and it goes wrong, definitely it's gonna burn. And that's my pocket. It's gonna go down.
Yeah.
And so everybody, and this Nigeria, it's a surviving country. Everybody have to be on their best game to get the outcome of whatever they want.
Can I say one more thing? Concerning what Shay said. I think everybody in general. As an artist, even though you don't want people to know where you stand, but it would be nice if we can be an advocate of good governance. You know what I mean? Let's preach what is right, what they're supposed to do. Even though you don't want to put out names of the people you're supporting, but let's be like Two-Face. There's actually one song that him and few people came out, educating.
No shishi.
Yeah, exactly.
No shishi,
educating people about how a good governance should be. Don't sell your vote. So if they can create a platform like that, whereby they can spread out their message, not that maybe they're gonna call out names of people they're supporting, but just putting it in general what a good government should look like, and what we should be doing as a good citizen. That we shouldn't sell our rights and all that.
And especially the youth, because I think more is about the youth. The youth needs to stand up. Because I think the last thing Nigeria needs is revolution, but none of us want to do that. But at the same time, we still need to stand up and go for it. We want this change, let's go for it. I know the vote doesn't count at times, but let's do it still. Let's go out, let's vote, let's do all our best. So at least we're like, okay, we try. So by the time we keep trying, it pays. There's something like I said, hard work pays. I'm sure about that. I'm a evidence of hard work. You have to start from somewhere. But if you give up, then that's it. So we have to keep going, and hopefully one day our prayer will be answered.
All right, because of our time, Mr. Diamond D, please, I would want you to talk to our viewers right now. And what is your advice for them for this election coming up this year?
So, in just a few words, I would say we should go out, vote. Don't sell your vote. For what? For just a penny? It's not even going to last you up to 1 month before you finish that money, even if they give you a bag of rice or whatever. You know what I mean? Go out, vote for people that have the good intention. Vote for people that have good values. Vote for people that you believe can move this country forward. You know, don't just sit down there and start complaining. You know, complaining is not going to change anything. We've been complaining for a while. Nothing has changed.
Yes.
So I think it's high time for us to educate ourselves, educate our children, and vote for the right people. And God bless Nigeria.
Yeah, Mr. Sheyi, in very few words. And what is your advice for those who have lost all hopes for a better government, for the right person who would feel like, let's just let them do it? You understand? What is your advice for them?
I think I would say people should keep trying. But like I said, I'm an evidence of hard work. We need to keep trying. At the end of the day, even if they are trying to rig this vote, the fact that you voted swung it on your favor, which is our favor, I believe. So let's try our best. At the end of the day, the majority also will definitely conquer the minority. So let's just put the effort. At least we can know within ourselves that we try our best.
All right. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure you joining us again to discuss about 2019 election in Nigeria. I just want to say, don't sell your vote. Say no shishi. Say no to bribe. Take your stand. If all youths will take the stand and not sell their votes, Nigeria will be great again. Thank you for joining us. Once again, it's the Meet the Toludavids show, and we'll see you very soon. Bye.